married my sister, now we're living together.
Roommates-in-law.
Folks, we're
Hello.
back.
Good morrow, Timothy.
Another delicious day in New York City.
It is kind of a delicious, sweet day out there.
A little too toasty. I want it about 4 degrees cooler so I can walk around with my little jeans and my tee and not sweat.
Jeans and a tee is a fun in-between vibe, and you don't get that for very long in either season.
But I am getting a little sweaty. I got off the train, had to
Yeah.
walk, 4 blocks here?
Yeah.
Started getting the fat guy stomach sweat. You know how that
Gray
goes.
shirt, too.
Good shirt?
No,
Oh,
gray.
I was like, yeah, I don't know if it's great, but it's mid.
Great shirt, too.
Yeah, but yeah, you hit the gray button, everybody can see the little sweat driplets
Well,
on your
that's when
big
you-
fat tongue.
That's when you start being really self-conscious about that. You're like, all right, do I meditate out of this sweat? You know, when you start kind of like taking deep breaths and you're like,
Well, that's when you start
Just
pulling the
relax.
shirt away, and you're like, maybe if I just stand perfectly still, I won't sweat anymore.
this sweat will come back into the body.
And you just feel it dribbling down.
Yeah,
the
it's
worst,
tough.
I believe, is a light blue tee.
That's worse than gray?
I think so, because
Okay.
it hits that dark blue button pretty quickly. I
It-
think if
yeah.
you're just doing a couple of driplets,
Yeah.
it can kind of blend with the gray.
With the gray, it can maybe be a little heathered.
Could just be a little,
Little
I don't
patterned.
know. I don't know what that means.
Heathered, I'm not actually entirely sure either. I think it's when it's like it varies a little. Like there's dark and lighter, like gray all throughout it.
Yeah, it's just kind of harder to track. It's like when you got the static on the TV, you can't really tell.
There we go. What's white? What's black?
And then, but the light blue, it's just bam. Those are sweat spots. Look at this fucking guy being hot.
I bet you thought it was gonna be 4 degrees cooler today.
Nice try, idiot. You even got your Berks on and everything.
Dumbass.
Dumbass.
Oh yeah, you want Berks over here.
Berk City, Tom.
It is a beautiful day. I'm sure we'll be longing for warmer weather soon. Actually, maybe not.
I don't know. They're pretty mild here. Global warming's doing a real number on us here. Folks.
Yeah, winters in New York are soft as hell now. Never
They're not
been
bad.
here for one.
Not bad. Soft as my dinky right now. We got called. What this guy called us a couple of. We got called. Guy said we're.
Oh yeah,
said we're
that YouTube comment.
mean. We both had to
forgot
look
about
up
that.
a word he called us. Didn't love that. Hey, what the hell, dude?
Wait, what was it again? What did he say?
I don't know. He was like, "Hey, you guys are."
Oh yeah. He
Something
goes,
or another.
the filthy mouth reprobate is full of himself. I believe that's me. and you both have the demeanor of homosexuals. So at least he did end it on a compliment.
That is kind of a compliment.
Yeah, the demeanor of a gay man. Awesome.
Demeanor. Shout out Seinfeld, Uncle Leo. You're the man. What do you think the demeanor is? Do you think it's the crossed legs? Because I would argue that's more European.
It could be. Yeah, sorry, we're just Euro as hell.
Damn, dude, we're cultured. Not our fault.
No, I think it's just two men not afraid to talk about their feelings, and this guy he's going middle school. He's going, that's gay.
Bully.
But,
Bully alert.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have a filthy mouth?
I don't think so.
Yeah. What the hell?
But I think reprobate. Oh fuck, I forgot what it was.
Maybe you do have a filthy mouth.
I looked
dude.
it
You
up.
just said
Oh
fuck.
damn, I did.
And damn.
Oh
Wow.
shikes.
I was wondering because I was like, does he think that we actually like? Because we talked about being millionaires for quite a while up
Right,
top. I was like,
maybe he just watched that.
does he think we think we're millionaires?
That's probably what it is.
Come on, bro.
Wait. Oh, maybe you're the reprobate.
Why?
I have no idea. It's often used humorously or affectionately, so maybe he was affectionately calling us this, but it's an unprincipled person. That's all it is.
Well, if you're gonna insult us, use words that we understand.
And maybe make a reference to the episode, because we can improve.
I think he thinks we think we're millionaires
I think he does. I know what we're not, though.
Millionaires.
Is millionaires or roommates.
or reprobates, but we are.
Brothers-in-law. No, we're not.
No, we're not that,
Uh-uh.
but we are
Good friends.
good friends, folks.
Reprobates in law.
Reprobates in law.
Brought to you by Turner Broadcasting.
Reprobate.
Man, can I kick us off with the most easy layup zero of
Come on.
the year, maybe?
Bring it in.
I mean,
Bring it in.
First off, I was in Phoenix, Arizona this weekend. Shout out to Phoenix. Easily the worst city west of anywhere, honestly.
Phoenix is bad.
It's such a dog shit piece of shit
It's bad.
place.
What was it, the city itself or the people?
A good, solid mix of the two.
Sure.
A nice little combo that makes me hate both of them more.
Sure.
It's
Sure.
crazy. It's like they complement each other in such a way.
Because it's a big spread out strip mall, which I don't love.
Wow, that's almost exactly what I said. I said if a strip mall pretended to have a personality.
Yeah.
That's what because like it's a lot of strip malls that like have like people be like, you got to go to this bar. And then it's still a bar in a strip mall. And it's like, even no matter how good the bar is
You're
inside,
in a strip mall.
you can't fight the fact that you're in a strip mall.
Well, you can't get over that mental barrier. You're like, you kind of have to be blindfolded and brought in.
Well, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and then that would work.
Because you can't, like, if you just showed up there, you'd
Good
be like,
bar.
oh, that's maybe a pretty good bar. But
Yeah.
you did have to walk in.
I did have to walk past
there's like a
a Quiznos and like a GMC nutrition place or whatever. Is that
not
what
good.
those are called?
I think it's GNC.
Yeah, GMC is the
GMC makes
the
a
motor vehicle.
Yeah, they make vehicles.
yeah. No, it was a GNC. And so I'm like, you can stop, get a little supplement on the way in.
Get some
to
pre-workout.
the best bar in Chandler, Arizona. It's not even Phoenix. I believe you were there with Jeffrey.
Yes, I have been to this place.
Stinky Poo. I won't name the club.
Poo Poo Magoo.
But
Had
it
a
was
good time at the club.
Not
though.
a good time. Boy, did they try to underpay me too.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
And that sucks because I was already making like nothing, and then I had to go back and be like, "Hey, this is humiliating, but the check is wrong.
Yeah, you owe me $18 more.
It's not far off." And then she's like, "I mean, it was literally the difference of $100, which when you're flying across the country, it's humiliating to have to be like, hey, it was 100 more."
I do need that hunch though.
I do. I mean, it's like,
Gonna need the hunch.
yeah, and they're just like, okay, well, we'll look at it. And I'm like, do you think if I was wrong here, I would be doing this? This is so embarrassing. It's in front of like my friends too.
Here's a cue. Quick question for Tom here.
Yeah.
Was this a agreed upon rate, or was math involved?
No, I was making the guarantee.
Oh, so it was just full.
Yeah.
Boy, it's like, I could see them trying to pull that off if there was math involved, and they
Right.
can go, "Oh, whoops a date. We added a 2 and
No,
we're
this
supposed
is
to add
just.
a 6."
I had an email that said it was this, and then they offered, or they paid, they wrote a check. for
Tough
something
look
else.
for them.
It's also tough because I'm like, oh, so now I know you're paying some people this lower amount, which hurts.
Hurts bad.
Yeah,
And then the shows were mid.
yeah. Mid is generous. Here's a fun thing. Well, I only headlined one. I was there featuring for Kelsey at a different club, and then and that's like, it's fun. It should have been way more fun, but then we ended the weekend on this show, and like I ended up having a fun time during the show, but it's just like, kind of a bar situation. You've been there,
Right.
And,
Wait, were you outside?
like outside of a place.
No, I mean like they have like the big, and then they sometimes do shows like out on like a patio.
No. It was inside.
You were inside.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. But it's kind of like a bar situation.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's all just one room.
Sure.
It's kind of an old comedy bar Nashville feel.
it's got a little of that
A
vibe
little
to
bit,
it.
yeah.
Where you're like, ooh, I'm really
Which
gonna have to fist fight up
isn't
here.
good. Yeah. No, this is I have a zero coming, but this happened during the show, and I've never had this happen before. I'm just like, I'm kind of floundering at some point. I was having a fun set, and then I was like, well, this is so off the rails, I'm just gonna like throw some new out there.
Right.
I was like, I go like 0 for 3 on like new things.
Like a true O.
No, but
3 2 out of 10.
3 things that like I'll never say them that way again.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
And then the last one was about therapy, so I just go and the last line ended on nothing. So I was like, it was so quiet in there, and I go, is anyone in therapy? And it's quiet for like 3 seconds, and then just from the back of the room I hear,
Another fart noise.
not kidding, dude really farted.
Oh.
Like,
Okay.
a guy fully
Fart noise out of your mouth. Sure.
No, here's it. Like, I saw him out of the corner of my eye lean, fart, and then the guy next to him just goes, God, Jesus, puts his head down. I'm dying. And I was like, oh shit, did you just fart?
Like an actual root.
And he just put his head down on the table. Of course, this ends up being the biggest chunk of laughs I get I milked it for about 8 minutes.
Sure.
Because I'm like, I can't move on from this. This is the show is bad enough that I'm like, this is objectively the funniest thing that will happen during this show.
It is tough when the show is so bad that when somebody rips ass, you're like, thank God. Now we got something cooking here.
I'm like, you just won yourself Hero of the Week, my guy. Go wipe. But also, but you know, it was so fun. Okay, so whatever. That happened. It was pretty funny. I had never had that happen before.
Jean shorts, goatee, tucked in tee, kind of overweight.
No, similar vibe though. Like Hawaiian shirt.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, a Hawaiian shirt, kind of chunky
belt
dude.
clip.
Yeah, knows me from Facebook, which is always
that's wild.
That's always. I've had a couple of those where I'm like, you're one of like 800, I think.
Yeah, they had to like stop sharing Trump memes to come to the show.
Exactly. I'm like, how do you even discover someone on Facebook?
Okay, and, so he shits his pants.
So he poops his pants, and that was pretty funny. I've never had that happen before. And then afterwards, he goes, I was like, because here's the thing, I made fun of him pretty aggressively. And I'm like, if I fart in a room full of people, full is generous. If I fart in a room
where people are,
where there's like a few other people, but like space for so many more.
If I fart in a room that's like, I mean, where it's like a third full, but they're spaced out. I wish they were like more crammed up in the front so we could actually have a show. But you just fully go off on a tangent.
If I fart in a room full of, if I fart in a room where someone's just making the guarantee, no bonuses based off ticket sales, then I'm probably walking out.
Yeah, I can't imagine
because he put his head down, like it was involuntary.
But he leaned.
He did lean here, so he comes up afterwards, and that's exactly what I said to him. I go, "You leaned, dude. You showed your hand. I saw you from stage. Lean sideways."
Can't say it was an accident and lean.
And he goes, "Here's the thing. I had my stomach was going crazy. I had farted earlier, but it was during a laugh, and no one heard it, and I thought it was going to be the same thing." And I was like, "Don't put this on me, bombing."
It's like your joke sucked, so it was actually. It's not my fault.
If you had been crushing, this wouldn't have been an issue.
Yeah, if you had this stuff really clocked out, I could be farting this whole show.
I could poop my pants and no one would even notice.
So maybe that's something you should need to consider next time you come to Phoenix.
I thought that was kind of flawless logic. It was very funny.
It is a pretty clever way to turn it around on you.
Yeah, be like, no, it was just so quiet in the room that people heard me. I was farting like the rest of the time.
Well, hey, buddy, take care of this.
Stop farting in a room with 30 people.
Go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It was hilarious behavior.
I appreciate. I mean, I can't believe he stayed in the room.
Yeah, he was kind of. I don't know. He was a weirdo.
What has he been doing to his body where he has to be timing out like ripping ass farts?
I would guess
during the show.
This guy eats onion rings for 2 meals a day.
To be fair, last time I was in Phoenix, I was like, I'm on the road. I'm gonna try to eat a little bit healthy.
Yeah, and then where did you go in Phoenix?
Just to that there's some random. I'm sure you stayed in that hotel. That's like you probably stayed in the same hotel. Yeah. There's like some bar
right down the street
in a strip mall, and I was like, I'll have like the Cobb salad, whatever it is. It comes out. There's 8 pounds of gorgonzola cheese.
Yeah,
a full fried chicken on top of it. And I'm like, okay. I mean,
and then a small swimming pool of dressing dumped on it.
And I'm like, okay. I mean, this is easily 2,700 calories in a salad. So these people aren't eating well over there in Phoenix.
No, and they're not eating well. They're not living well because it's the desert, and you're not. I don't think you're supposed to live there. That being said, we had 2 pod listeners there, so I appreciate you. Sorry, I just said you live in the worst city, but let me illustrate. And then I got to pass it over to you. I'm hogging here, but I want to get to this 0.
This wasn't the 0?
No. Farting, that's not.
Leaning, though.
He can be a candidate or a nom. He can be a nom. This guy, no, I mean, but there's like a clear.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, we all have one sneak out from time to time, but a lean over in the middle of the show, I think, is stone cold wild behavior.
No, what we have here is an Obama 2012 front runner.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Okay. This guy. We're at Phoenix. We're at the other club, like downtown.
Okay.
Opening for Kelsey. Obviously, she's had her fair share. I think I've shared before of creepy weirdos. She's gone back and forth between doing the merch, not doing the merch. That one guy who
he has to interact with the horny dudes.
Yeah, I remember that one guy. The last time there was an issue, the guy he went to shake her hand, but then he grabbed it and kissed it.
Didn't hear about that.
I think I told that on the pod.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, that was a 0. So it's all sorts of shit like that. It is assault, brother. So I'm standing in the merch line with Kelsey, and we had just been talking about how there actually hadn't been issues in a really long time.
Kiss of death.
And here comes this guy. First lady walks out. She's got I don't know the dollar figure because I've never looked into it, but like I would say $1 million worth of things done to her face.
Oh, okay. Like she's past looking like a human being.
Yeah. It's kind of
she's into lizard territory.
And now here comes guy behind her who looks exactly like you're picturing. Exactly like the guy who paid for that.
Absolutely.
So I'd actually like you to paint me a picture of a Phoenix guy who's married to this woman who, like, you know, she's blinged out. She's like, if she had a dog in her purse, it would have made sense. She didn't.
Right. See, I picture this guy with like some salt and pepper hair, slicked back, with like a tight gray goatee.
Okay.
And I would picture this guy with the kind of shirt that when you roll up the sleeves, it's a different design under there. It's like the paisley design underneath.
Yeah.
Tucked in with like he does have like, he has a watch and a wedding ring on, but like he also has a little other jewelry on.
Yeah.
Not over the top, but like a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then some glasses, you know, some reading glasses that are like thin but like gold.
Okay. I think you're going slightly older. I think I painted the wrong picture.
Oh, this is a younger fellow. Well, then what's going on with all the work?
He's like mid-50s probably.
Oh, okay.
But he's not reading glasses yet.
Okay.
But it is the right vibe. But he's going velour jumpsuit. Ooh. Tracksuit.
Would have never guessed that in Phoenix.
White. Cream white velour, like, tracksuit.
Like a mob guy.
Zipped halfway down, no shirt underneath.
What's the chest hair situation?
It's popping a little bit, not crazy.
Huge.
Also had some work done or just insane, like, tan.
I was about to say super tan.
Yeah.
Hair slick back.
Leathery. Hair slick back. You nailed that. Also, chain showing.
Sure.
Couple rings. Big watch.
Gold watch?
Gold watch. All gold jewelry. Walks up.
What's his shoes
first
on a situation like that? Like loafers, or is he like Jordans?
I didn't really catch the shoes, but I would have. It was a loafer.
Got to be
vibe.
like Gucci loafer.
Yeah, it was a loafer vibe because it was like a designer velour. It wasn't like
Okay, it's not like Adidas.
You know, Adidas. Yeah. So this guy, first off, he does something that like pissed me off in a way. It's so subtle, but
he is driving like a 2006 like Phantom.
I don't know what a Phantom is.
A Bentley.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can get like a 2006 Phantom for like 28 grand.
But it feels like
he's like,
you spent 90
on it. Yeah.
Yeah. The lady stopped at the merch table and he pushed her through in a way that was like, I was like, abusive. Like he was like, don't, Jesus.
Oh, like we're done. The show's over. We're going.
Yeah, and like kind of pushed her. And I was like, yikes.
Yeah.
And then he stops, and he's like, oh, you want a picture? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, all right. So now he's like holding up the merch line. He's like, can we get a picture? And then he like kind of weirdly turns the charm on for Kelsey. And like they take a picture, and then he leans across to Kelsey, and he goes, by the way, I know more stand-up comics than you.
What is that?
And she goes, okay. I don't know what to say to that.
You got to give a shout out to her for not even taking the bait.
Yeah, she's dealt with enough of these losers.
You got to give a shout out to her going, great.
Yeah, it's such like it's so funny because I saw him turn the switch to being like, oh, there's an attractive woman here. I have to neg her and do my weird charm thing that worked 30 years ago.
Yeah.
When women weren't allowed to have opinions.
Thoughts, yeah.
It was like he said it in a way that she was gonna be like, you do? Well, could I suck your dick about it?
Or I bet he was thinking she would be like he has some loose he owned a club in like
Yes.
92
Yeah.
in Phoenix that obviously went under because it was a lot of fraud and embezzlement and
Right.
sexual harassment was rampant. They actually had to shut him down.
He actually didn't. He never watched a show in there. He was just hitting on the waitresses.
Waiters too.
Yeah, maybe.
And so that he thought she was gonna be like, oh,
who are you?
Yeah, like, how do you know a bunch of comedians?
So then his big line, he goes, no, for real, I do. And I was like, oh my God. And he goes, what? And Kelsey just goes,
you said, oh my God.
Yeah, I go, oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and he goes, what? And Kelsey goes, well, how would that even be true? And he's like, I'm older than you guys.
Jesus Christ. Damn it. I was really hoping he had like a...
He had nothing ready. You can't just throw that line out and then have nothing to back it up. I'm older than you?
Older than you.
I'm like, yeah, I know. You're literally 3 times my age.
But that doesn't mean you... And also, you might know of comedians.
Yeah.
But also, like, that logic only works if you're 12.
Right. Also, like, yeah, it's like...
Like, you're 30...
Yeah.
Kelsey's older than that.
Kelsey's been doing this professionally for 15 years.
These are full-grown adults who can, like, fill their brain with information.
Yeah.
I'm older.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's like a little kid asking why they can't.
Yeah. It's your little brother, you can't come.
Yeah,
why?
Because I'm older.
Because I'm older than you.
Yeah.
You suck, man. God.
So that's my Stone Cold Zero of the week, Nom.
Okay, so how did this guy see his way out?
It was just right after that. They took the picture, and then he like kind of ushered his wife out again. And I just really hated how he was like pushing her back. And, like, it was very odd.
I'm older than you.
Got you.
I just know more comedians. How is that possible?
I know more comics than you. It was like, okay.
I do like. You hate to like entertain those kind of people.
No, I would have loved to hear him talk through it, honestly.
Yes, I would have loved to hear the logic that he was doing because I bet there was zilch.
Yeah.
He was gonna he was gonna name 3 and then go back to like, I'm so much older than you. Is this a win for you? Is this what a W looks like in your world?
You know, it's like he met like Brendan Schaub or something. He met like the worst person in comedy, and is like, I know all those guys.
Well, he probably did the thing where like one of those dudes came through town, and those guys have zilch to do.
And he went out with them.
And he went out with them.
Yeah, I took him golfing or something.
Yep, he went out and had a few beers that night. They went to the retail strip bar that everybody loves.
Yeah.
You know, he was absolutely hammering down some $3 Miller Lights.
Drove home.
They talked about Rogan.
Yeah.
And he's the guy that thinks he knows Rogan now.
He's like, actually, I could text him, and then he could probably text someone and get Rogan on,
So I just know him on Instagram. What do you think about this velour suit I'm wearing?
I'm so hot right now.
It's Phoenix right now. It's 97 degrees outside. That's why I was like, Phoenix. That's such not a Phoenix fit.
Well, it was dropping to like 60 at night.
Oh, okay.
It's that desert weird weather.
Yeah, that's also the beauty of the desert. 139 during the day,
yeah.
8 at night.
The second the sun goes down, oop, you're cold now. The sweat just freezes.
Oh, Tom, what do you think about this? I had a little one of these, and I've been thinking about it nonstop.
Okay, good.
So I was going to meet a pal. He's not a comedian.
Huge.
He has a real job, a good job. He's a Mr. Moneybags guy.
Business guy.
He just bought a place in New York.
Whoa.
And it was like, hey, let's come check it out. Bippity boppity boo.
Yeah.
So I was meeting him at a certain time. I was like out and about, and just like the stuff I was doing kind of ended. And it was like like an hour before you're supposed to meet this person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, like I'm done. Like, you want to meet up a little bit early? And he was like, oh, I can't. Like, I'm kind of doing some stuff with some people right now, but we're still good to go for 5:30 at my place.
Okay.
And I'm like, totally, that's fine. So I just go over to the neighborhood that he lives.
Oh no.
And go into a bar.
No.
And I'm going to the bath. I go stand in line at the bathroom.
No.
And I look out onto the
unbelievable
onto the balcony.
I know where this is going.
And I see a man in it's like a Carmen Sandiego like hat and like little John Lennon glasses and like a blazer with like rolled up sleeves. It's like a tough look. It's like an insane outfit.
Yeah.
And it's him.
in the tough look.
In the really tough look.
Oh, no.
And anytime I've ever hung out with this guy, he's never dressed that way. Not even close to that.
Because he knows you would pick him apart.
Because I'm like, this is just like insane coincidence that I went to this bar.
Yeah.
Had no clue he was there.
Yeah.
It's 14 blocks away from where he lives.
You even being in there is, I mean, it's so insane because it also, you're like, hey, can I come hang out? And he's like, not yet. And then you're like, guess what? I'm here.
Hello. So he's sitting there, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, do I say hello?
I would run.
And I'm like, no, I can't. I can't say hello. He made it clear he's like not ready until this time. And so I'm like, all right. So I have my little beer up at the bar.
You stayed.
Just got a beer.
Oh, you had already gotten one.
Just got the beer.
Okay, yeah.
And also, I was kind of fascinated, if I'm being completely honest. So I'm like kind of in a spot where I can like see him a little bit, but he has no clue.
All right,
that I'm there.
I mean, you're going full on creepy friend at this point.
And I mean, I'm like pumped.
Okay.
So I'm like, I see him start to like, gather their little things, like they're about to leave. So I go right to the bathroom.
I go hide in there.
Go hide in the bathroom, come back out, they're gone. Now, here's my big question, because I'm meeting them in 20 minutes. I'm like, I'm dying to know if when I show up...
Is he going to change?
Does he still have that fit on?
Was this a business meeting?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
This is a buddy.
So this is just... No, not you and him. Him and...
It did not appear to be. It would be a crazy look for a business meeting.
Right, and I guess, I don't know what line of work this guy is in, but I assume it's not selling rare jewels.
No.
Because that's kind of what I'm picturing.
It's not. He also...
It's him, like, opening a case and being like, what do you think
of those?
Yeah. We call it 14 million?
Yeah, like, no, he's not smuggling rare diamonds or, like, some sort of explorer.
All right, so, like, yeah.
It's just a crazy look.
Okay, so he heads home. You're... What, right behind him on the train car behind him?
I was, you know how when people walk like step and step with somebody?
Yeah.
Like right behind him? I was literally 3 inches from his back. No, so I just like, he bounced. I was like, oh, thank God. And then, but the whole time, I'm like, oh no, what do I do if he changes outfits? That's the only thing I'm going to be able to think about the entire time.
Yeah, but you can't be like, I saw you earlier.
Well.
Oh no. What happened? I also don't know how good of a friend this is.
So I, get to the place and outfit's completely different.
No.
Completely different
What
look.
does he change into?
Just a regular little jacket and a Yankees hat.
I'm a regular guy.
Regular dude now.
Just like you, dude.
20 minutes ago, I was, selling the
I was a villain.
emeralds.
I was a villain in an Indiana Jones reboot.
Dude. So I'm like, oh God, I have to like keep this inside of me the whole time.
You're like, hey, random cute. You don't have like a big hat I could borrow, do you?
Sun's kind of beating on me out there. Would love like a huge Indiana Jones hat if you have one of those. And so, we're hanging and we're hanging and we're hanging. And we're bouncing around. We're bouncing. He's like a fun guy. He's like tossing little roasts at me.
Why is this guy friends with you? I mean,
incredible question.
How are you guys friends? Hey, why does this guy like you?
What the fuck's going on with this guy? How lonely is this guy?
How are you guys friends? Like from what stage in life?
In New York.
Oh, okay. So this is not like an old childhood friend.
No.
Because if it's an old childhood friend, you can be like, "Hey, that's not who you are."
Yeah, you go, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
I mean, it's an old childhood friend. You walk up at the table and you go, "What's going on here?"
Hey,
this sucks.
Hey, I'm gonna ruin this for you.
So, no, we're like New York friends.
Okay, yeah.
And, he's getting a little, we're drinking some beers, we're having some fun. The night goes on. It's 4 hours after this. He's getting a little roasty.
Oh, no. And what he didn't know is that you had a chamber full of bullets at his head the entire time. I mean, the trigger was half pulled from the moment you walked in the door.
This was a feeling that I don't think I enjoyed because I realized how much I liked it.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Isn't that terrible?
It's a villain complex.
It's not good.
Because you're standing there the whole time you're wearing a suicide vest. and you don't even know it, and I have the destruct button.
So he's getting a little roasted, but I let him get. I mean, Tom, I let him get 12 shots in.
What is he roasting you about?
Oh, just a little of this, a little,
Was he roasting you, or was he saying things that you were interpreting as as personal attacks?
No. They were being. It was roasty. It was roasty. And I'm like, and he finally tossed one at me, and I was like, keep it up, dude. We start talking about that hat you were wearing earlier.
What did he do?
He was like, and I was like,
I saw you
in the hat.
No. What did he say?
He was just like, you motherfucker.
Yes. Oh my God.
Like, we had a laugh about it, but I was like, keep it up.
Oh my God.
Brother. And I didn't get any more roast the rest of the night, folks.
Funny. He was
because all I did was show him that I had an ace. I didn't show him the other ace.
Yeah.
It was just like, you want to get cute? We can get cute.
We're going to put the hat in Manhattan, my guy.
But it was, the roast stopped, and then we went back to having a fun time. But it was like, hey, brother.
That's so funny.
I've had enough of you looking cool in front of your friends.
I'm just picturing this guy being like, yeah, so we closed on the place, and you're like, you don't think I can buy a house?
Oh, you think I'm poor?
All right. How about that hat you were wearing earlier?
About that hat. I start rummaging
I was following
through his closet.
you for hours.
Yeah. Where's the hat? It wasn't him the whole time.
He said, Tim, what
are you talking about?
He's trying to call Lizzie. He's like, hey, I think he's really losing it.
Is everything good with Tim? Is he doing the hat thing again?
He's just he keeps muttering Carmen Sandiego. He's in my closet right now.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? But it was just such. I haven't been able to get it out of my head.
Well, it's a wild scenario to find yourself in, where you took a risk fashion wise, and the worst person to see it saw it, and then you happen to take some swings at this fellow later in the night.
Well, the thing was, if I showed up and he still had the fit on, I'm going, all right, that's just that's where you're at right now.
You're kind of in an exploratory phase. But
yeah.
You knew he was hiding it from you.
He was hiding.
That's where the power comes in.
I know, and that's where I was like, oh no, this is a horrible sensation I'm feeling.
We'll cut to a break. We're sponsored by BetterHelp.
BetterHelp.com.
BetterHelpforTim.com.
Do you think you would not? But I didn't
100%.
put myself in this position of like fucked up power. I just found myself in it.
I mean, I would, like you were about to ask me, do you think I would behave differently? It's such a unique scenario. I can't imagine this happening again.
Oh no, it'll never happen again.
But I don't think I would. I don't think I would have brought it up right away. So then I probably would have been in the same scenario.
Well, you can't bring it up right away.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you walked in, you're like, I saw you at the bar, by the way.
Oh. Well, no, can't do that. Because then it was just like,
It's a tough scenario early on because you don't want to be. It's kind of a tough look for you somehow if you show up.
If
at
I'm
the
like,
bar
saw you at the bar and didn't say hello.
Well, also like even just in the bar, if you came up and said hi.
Yeah, it's like, well, how the fuck did you even find me?
Yeah, why? This
and I'm
is
like,
weird.
I wasn't even looking for you.
Yeah.
This is just crazy that I walked into
I
this bar.
I just said, can I come hang out?
Well, no, it was like, hey, I'm like done. I can meet you at 5.
No, I know, yeah.
And it was like, so I knew where he lived.
Yeah.
And I was like, this bar is way far enough away that I can grab exactly one beer.
What
and
area
then
of town
over.
is this?
It's in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay, it's Brooklyn. All right. Yeah, so there's a million bars.
There's a million bars. It's New York.
Because if it's like Upper West Side, Upper East Side, there's not that many.
It's a million.
It's Brooklyn, yeah. Wow.
I just could not believe. And then I have to stand there and I'm like, don't say anything, don't say anything, don't say anything.
Yeah, what a unique scenario to find yourself in. I mean, he just absolutely stepped in it. Did he ever did he ever explain the fit?
No, we gave each other a...
Let's move on.
We knew what the score was, and then we moved on.
Oh, my God. That's so funny. Let's go back to... We kind of escalated to NBA Finals there. Let's go back to the preseason training we were doing earlier.
It was... I just couldn't believe I just couldn't... When he opened the door, I was like, this is, like, insane.
It's a beautiful scenario. It's kind of it could be a nice little short film.
Brother, I'm already talking with some boys about writing a little short film about it. It blew my mind. I couldn't concentrate on anything the whole night.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Everything he was saying, I'm going, boy, the hat. That doesn't match up with the hat I saw earlier.
Huh, interesting. No, say more about me.
Yeah. Keep it up.
Keep it up, dude. That's so
I gave him several shots. Because, you're friends, you toss shots.
Yeah.
Raffin.
Yeah.
There was just one
Take
where
a
I
couple.
thought, hey, I'm all set.
Yeah.
Now.
That one hit a little too close to home.
And now we say, here's what I've got.
Guess what?
Would you like to explore this further?
Yeah.
Or can we be done?
Would you like to still push your chips in? Because I'm telling you, I own the casino.
Oh God, I haven't been able to stop thinking about that. It was an incredible scenario. It's also
It's
like
really
an amazing,
beautiful.
right?
Yeah.
It's like an amazing New York.
It's like made
thing.
up. It's like beautifully scripted.
Because like people in New York try on a bunch of different outfits. You can be 49 different people here.
Yeah, you can kind of be anonymous in a way.
Right?
And you don't know. But also, you kind of run into people a lot here.
I always thought like you could. I mean, I guess you have to keep it a little more. You have to be a little more strategic about it. Like, if you're gonna hit that fit, you know,
Go
if
to
he
a
was,
neighborhood where you don't know everyone.
if he was like way on the Upper East Side, like
Yeah.
he's not gonna run it. We're not gonna
Yeah.
run into each other.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. I thought 8 blocks was enough.
Nope.
It wasn't.
He wasn't safe. Neither were you. No one was
wasn't.
safe.
Nobody was safe. Guns were
God.
going off everywhere. We both got caught in a crossfire.
He ran home and changed so fast, hid that hat deep in the closet. He was like, all right. Opens the door. What's up, Tim?
That's what like is blowing my
That's
mind
the shot.
about it.
That's the shot in the little short film.
Yes, or it's like him rummaging, opens on him rummaging through the stuff in the closet, putting on the different.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, dude?
Yeah.
Almost like a fully different accent. He's like British now.
And you're just a small smile, a little smirk. You go, hey, pal.
Hey, bud.
It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in so long.
Damn, I haven't seen you in 14 minutes. He's like, no, we haven't seen each other in 6 months. I'm
Also,
like, oh, right.
That's what I meant.
6 months.
Yeah, 6 months.
Certainly didn't see you 14 minutes ago.
Ears are kind of ringing. I also really love a shot. Wait, what's the movie I'm thinking of? I think it's Departed. No. Yeah, it is The Departed. When he's following him.
Mm-hmm.
When Leo's following Damon.
Yeah.
Through the street and through the alley, that's how I'm picturing you following this guy home from the bar.
Right,
Where it's all like kind of ducking and weaving, and you just see the hat kind of above the crowd.
And it's he's behind the thing. The wrong guy gets stabbed.
Exactly. Yeah, you're trying to. Yeah.
A lot of smoke.
Yeah.
A lot of smoke and steam. Yeah.
The steam from the fucking manholes. Yeah. You lose them in the steam for a second.
Dude, it was that is a one of a kind feeling that I was feeling at that moment.
It's really
and
good.
I think I handled it well.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, I don't think you can ask for anything, but you can't just completely let it go if he's throwing shots. Also, I think it's crazy to never have told him.
Right.
Because then it's like, well, you're not sharing this kind of insane thing that happened between you.
Yeah, it's like
two.
almost more fucked up to never say anything.
100%.
Because it's like I have this in my head forever.
And now it'll be a fun memory for you two.
Maybe.
I don't think it'll be a bad thing.
I don't think so. I would hope not. That would suck.
No, it's about a hat. It'd be different if you were like, yeah, I saw you cheating on your wife.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
He was just wearing a bad.
He was just wearing a bad hat that he was embarrassed of. And it's just funny that.
Bad hat, bad glasses, bad jacket.
Yeah, and he changed. Wait, what was the jacket?
It was like a blazer with like sleeves rolled up.
Oh, man. So that's why you were thinking about the blazer with the sleeves rolled up.
Uh-huh. Wow. I mean, it was like a tough fit. And I'm not like Mr. Fashion Man. But that was one that I saw and I was like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like not even
How big's
close.
this hat?
I mean, it was like a hat. You know. I mean, it was hatting.
It was Hatton.
I mean, he was definitely.
What the hell is
you rarely
Manhattan?
see someone in
right
Manhattan
now?
like that
Oh
in
my
Brooklyn, but he
God.
was bringing the hat to the brook.
That is beautiful.
I mean, it was probably, it was like a hat.
It's like
dude.
almost a cowboy.
But it was like a,
It's
one
that
of the
flat brim.
It's like a straight one.
Yeah, it's Pharrell.
Kind of. Do you know that song? I wish I knew you when I was young. Do you know that song? But could have got so high. It's a pretty good song.
Maybe.
Let's see. I wish I knew you. I'm gonna pull this up. This is the hat.
Oh yes, yeah, I do know.
Do you know that music video?
Yes, yeah.
That's the hat.
Okay, yeah, tough.
I mean, that's like.
Well, it's bold. You kind of have to just be that person if you're gonna wear that.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be like, you got to own it.
You also have to be like on a national tour.
Sure, or just shameless about it.
Yeah, you also have to be like 6'4".
I don't care. Yeah, but even if you're Danny DeVito, I don't care if you're just like shameless about it. You can wear whatever you want, but don't have the deep shame of rushing home to change before you see a friend.
And that's where it was
that
like,
makes the hat embarrassing.
Well, that's why I'm like, when he was opening the door, I'm like, I'm walking into two very different scenarios here.
Yeah.
Either he opens the door and that's just the fit, and I'm going, all right, that's what you got going on today.
Yeah.
Kind of enough. Is it for me? No.
No, but
whatever, you do you.
Yeah.
The different outfit.
The different outfit is so funny. I will say it was kind of nice that you were running late today because I was wearing a pinstripe suit until you got here.
3-piece pinstripe suit.
It's just what I wear in the mornings, and then I change into sweats.
Oh my! Some wing-tipped, like multicolored.
Oh
loafers.
Yeah, the little white with the black toes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
100%.
God. So I've been
Top
thinking
hat.
about that and yeah.
Well, that needs to be a short film.
Yeah.
And I noticed you said you're
working
writing it
on
with
it.
someone else, so thanks for sharing the story with me, Tim. No, it's fine. We haven't written anything successfully together, so.
Well, when's the last
That
time we
makes
wrote
sense.
anything, Tom? What the hell?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'll just
Jesus
tuck that away and wait
Christ.
till you're wearing an embarrassing outfit, then I'll bring it up.
We're talking about that teal sweatshirt you had on earlier, Tim.
Wait, I got something. I thought I had something fun to. I watched an Obama speech today. Almost cried. He was just so much better.
Yeah,
at
like, still a
speaking.
war criminal, but like he
For
put
sure.
a nice
I mean,
face on it.
presidents are still really bad.
But boy, could he speak publicly.
Well, I was just like, yeah, this guy could represent the country.
He was so likable, such a great speaker, always had a great answer, always seemed like he was giving you a thoughtful answer. You know, that he was really, really good at giving you a morsel without giving you like all of it.
Yeah,
like, he
where
could
now
answer a
it's
tough
just
question
rambling.
so well.
And now 100%.
So good
Well,
at a
which
tough
also makes you
question.
think, like, you know, these people are representing, you know, they have to go to like UN councils and shit.
Yeah.
And like, imagine having him in there versus Biden or Trump. Like,
I mean, Trump got laughed at the UN.
humiliating.
Like,
Yeah,
literally got laughed at.
Yeah.
I forget what he was saying, but he's like, we're the best, and everybody just started laughing. I mean, dude, that would you do have to give the man credit for how shameless he is
Right, there's a
in
thing.
his pursuit of power and to like stroke his own ego. If I went on the world stage with the world leaders, knowing, because deep down he knows he's outmatched.
Yeah.
He knows.
He has to try to go playground bully, but it doesn't really work
Doesn't
there.
really
It's kind of
play.
like a 6th round playground bully going to like the varsity football team and being like, "This is how
Sup,
I act."
bitches? And
Yeah.
they're like, what, dude? So he just gets laughed at by every world leader, and he just comes home and just keeps on moving on. I'd be
Yeah.
in bed for a month and a half,
Yeah,
right?
100%. But he doesn't feel that.
He doesn't feel that.
I mean, dude, I don't know if you've seen the videos of all of his campaigns lately, but like shit keeps going wrong, and he has no idea how to handle it. Like you saw the 38 minutes of music playing.
Of course.
That was insane. Also, his choice in music is so odd.
What's the song
Ave
they play-
Maria,
Ave
and then
yeah.
YMCA back
Yeah.
to back, and then he went like a little bit of classic rock, and then went back to like
Ave
I
Maria.
see trees of green. Whatever. It was so insane.
The poor person in the back was just scrolling through his iPod Nano. Like, I don't know. He's got 6 songs.
This is all he listens to. It says pregame pump up.
The best part of that video was watching the people right behind him try to like, yeah, this rules. Like, let's get everybody.
This is a good thing.
You could see him kind of looking around like, folks, we are cooked.
And then, well, you know, and then like he had one. The mic went out in Detroit, I think, a couple days ago for 10 minutes, and he just walks around on stage like a sim character, like your controller ran out of battery. He just
Like
walks
he's kinda
to
bouncing off of
yes,
each wall.
like a Roomba. He just hits each corner of the stage, looks at everyone, and then does like this thing, like his weird dance robot move, and then he like walks to the other side and is just like.
If there was a Trump rally around here, I would go for sure.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
I would absolutely love to go because all we get, like, I'm tired of getting the news that's like everyone left a Trump rally.
I know, because it's not
And then
true.
you scroll a little bit and it's like 130,000 people were at this Trump rally. And I'm
They're
like,
both lies.
I would bet, yes, neither
Yeah.
of these are true, but I would like to see what the actual
That's
thing
funny.
is.
I did see a video today. It was like people streaming out of Trump rally, and it was like 4 people leaving a row, and I'm like, well, they could easily be going to the bathroom.
Yeah, and that's also
I mean,
not
they're doing coke because they're going
streaming
together.
out.
But
Yeah, that's not like leaving in mass 4 people.
yeah.
You know, and then they, it's just I would love to see what the actual thing of it is.
You want to go? Should we go?
Is there one around
Let's do a
here?
live pod there.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Well, the
I mean,
election's
we only
like
have
next
like 19
week, so
days
yeah,
left.
I don't know, but I do think it's funny that now, like after the dancing thing, everyone's like, cognitive ability, like he's got dementia, which I don't think is untrue, but also I think it's funny how quickly, Biden's still the president, and when everyone was calling Biden demented, everyone's like, hey, let's not jump to that. He's just slowed down a little bit. And then the second we have a different candidate on our side, we're like, that guy's demented.
Look how fucking old and what an idiot. He's got shit in his pants. We immediately
He's
start going,
pooping
"He's
his pants."
Guy's shit in his pants, dude.
Oh,
Donald.
God.
Everybody's doing that one now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, have you ever met a 78-year-old where I'm like, you need to be at the helm of this thing?
No.
You need to be manning this rocket ship.
Let's get you the codes.
Especially, it's like, this is like a tough time in America. This isn't like...
We're on the brink of so many wars.
It's not like a chill, easy
No.
time. Like, I would like a 52-year-old man in charge of this thing.
Yeah. Everyone around the world has seen the embarrassing hat that we wore earlier in the day.
Yeah. Right.
And he's the wrong guy to talk shit.
And I said 52-year-old man, but like a 50... I just meant that as a...
Wait, what do you mean?
I just said a 52-year-old man. Like, I just want somebody that's
yeah.
alive and well.
Sure.
Has their cognitive abilities.
This is
Isn't an
a
insane
huge
person.
endorsement for Kamala Harris.
Just don't be... Is that too much to ask?
I don't know.
Don't be insane?
I think you're being a little crazy.
Am I?
Yeah, I think that's too much to ask.
Now watch this drive.
You know what? I'll take it, George W. at this point, honestly.
Wait, what did he say? He was like, we will be hunting down these terrorists. No one's allowed to do that to America.
Yeah.
Now check out this drive.
Yeah, now watch this drive. Yeah, that's an iconic line.
That's all, and I would bet he piped one about 390 down the fairway.
Yeah, probably. I mean, he had so much time to golf because they were never going to find anything in Iraq. So.
Oh man, I don't know. I am nervous about the whole thing. I hate that I am nervous about politics. But
No, I am too. It's been like less fun. I don't know if you've noticed with like shows the last couple weeks, politics stuff not doing as well, and it's interesting because it's like more relevant than ever. But I think people are just like, fuck, that's in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. I keep being reminded of it, and then I have like a little wave of like, oh no.
Yeah, me too.
No. Oh no.
It's pretty fun. The Catholic Church played this well because they know everyone's thinking about the election. They've settled, the Archdiocese of Los Angeles settled the biggest child sex abuse lawsuit of all time.
What's the number?
$880 million. One class action lawsuit.
How many
which
victims
puts
were
their
involved?
total well over $1 billion, by the way, all time paid from that just one archdiocese.
What? Jesus. That's hard to take in.
But they released that. They settled last week.
Yeah, that was on page 6.
I think they were like, ooh, a lot of other stuff going on.
Which is also so dark.
Super dark.
That they're not like, we need to come clean about this and fix whatever is. They were like, oh, here's an opportunity to kind of get this one in under the wire.
Yeah.
It's still like
there was a
strategic.
great joke on Weekend Update this weekend. It was like they settled for $880 million, an amount that they called worth it.
That is so dark. How many people were involved in the lawsuit? Do you know?
I think it was like 3.
Damn,
No, I'm kidding.
I was about to say worth it.
Yeah, but they really went to town on them. No, I don't know. I think it was a huge number because this was that thing. I don't even remember, like, I think we had talked about it because I was trying to write something about it for a little bit. But they did that thing where they, like, opened, basically they suspended, what's it called? They suspended the statute of limitations on those cases. So like you could, if you had buried some shit and realized that Father Tom actually did finger your butthole,
Yes.
you could say, "Hey, Father Tom diddled me," and they opened it and they said it was supposed to be for like a certain amount of time, and they closed the window early because they were like, "Whoa,
whoa, folks.
hey, it's not, you know,
You're kind of bumming us all out.
let's not accuse everyone."
I mean, we wanted to do the right thing theoretically.
yeah, we didn't think that people were gonna hold us accountable.
I mean, I'm trying to find, where is this thing? Was this like 3 weeks ago?
No, what did you look up?
Catholic lawsuit.
Oh yeah, how is this not in the news? This was last week.
You know what's crazy is there's like 40 different articles.
There's a bunch of different ones,
but they're all different.
It was Los Angeles. It was the L.A. County Archdiocese. Let's go church.
Los Angeles. There we go. At least it's an acknowledgement. Oh God. I mean, it's 880 million. Its abuse tops 1.5 billion with new record settlement.
Oh wow, I kind of did a good job reporting this.
1.5 billion. This is what I really don't understand, and it's probably I don't think it's an oversimplification, but like if every time you went to like Walmart, like the greeter fucked your kid, or if like there was like a decent chance.
Well, yeah, like we
were like, we're not gonna go there anymore.
Percentage wise, one time, one of my very religious aunts, I was doing material about priests fucking kids, and the thesis was basically like, hey, if you need to go to church, go to church. Stop donating, because we know what the money is going towards. You know, like that's because church is like used, like you can go to church and it's basically just meditation. That's all it is.
Right.
Like that's what people really get out of it, I think. And I got no hate for that if that's been your habit your whole life, because you're not actually supporting it then.
Of course you are.
No, you're not making any money for them. But stop donating. Because you don't technically have to donate. They say to be a part of an arch or a parish you have to, but it's like they can't force you to.
Come get my 10% from my cold dead hands.
Exactly. So stop donating. And one of my more religious aunts, she was like, it doesn't happen inside the church at a percentage higher than outside the church.
What is that? What?
And it's like, sure, that can be true, because like, like minor abuse is like, that counts like domestic shit, like within your family and stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's like, yeah, to your point, it's like if it came out that a bunch of Walmart executives were banging kids inside the stores, I think you just stop going to Walmart.
Yeah, like on the reg for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah, and they're like, no, it's not like all of the people who work there.
It's also such a crazy, like, one-to-one that your aunt did there. Like, no, there are pedophiles out in the world, too. And it's like, yeah, but they're not being held at, like, this place of, like, trust.
Yeah, and like, literally divine power.
Yes, that's why it's really, really
people
fucked
are
up.
relying on them to assure them of their mortality or what happens after you die. And
you're supposed to entrust
and
these
your
people.
moral compass for your whole life. And then they're like, yeah, but like a lot of them are kind of banging the kids. And then like a whole bunch of them are like embezzling your money too.
Yeah, they're also,
because that happens all the time too.
Oh well, they
because it's all cash.
Yeah,
people drop cash in the bucket. You think that's all it is going towards?
Well, it's tax free anyway.
Yeah. Guess what? I could say when I'm selling merch that a portion of the proceeds is going to charity. I don't have to do shit with that.
No, that charity is Tom's rent.
It's me.
Also, the Catholics like moved Nazis around. They
really?
Oh yeah, they laundered money for the Nazis. It's not great, Bob.
Yeah, stop donating. That's my main thing.
Stop going and go to a different church.
Yeah, organized religion is really scary now.
Maybe just let these priests have sex.
Yeah,
you know,
that'd be killer.
Like, just don't worry about what they're doing with their dinky, because I think when
you say keep the dinky away, they say the dinky wants to play.
Dinky wants to play, and all they have around. But I mean, I guess it's like, is this a manifestation of these people not being able to have sex, so they find something that they're like, oh, I could probably control this situation?
Probably because it's not just kids either.
Yeah,
this like one too is all like, it happened at our church. growing up, where it was like a woman who worked for the church for forever was like abused, and it's like that's a power thing.
Yeah,
and it's just someone who was around who sees you as like a higher.
And
level.
you're like, yeah, I could probably, because I mean, look, if you're a human, you're horny.
Right.
It's like baked into our DNA.
The number one lesson I've ever learned from Tim Smith: go home and jerk off.
Just go jerk off. I mean, all your problems are solved if you just go home, jerk off.
Yeah.
Thinking with a clear head now.
Yeah.
Now you're not making all these stupid decisions.
Crazy decisions.
Right before you buy this insane Carmen Sandiego hat,
go home and
jerk off.
Yeah.
You're going to go, I'm just going to wear the Yankees hat.
Right before you decide to run for president of the United States,
go
home
off.
and jerk off.
Oh, God. Where are we, Tom?
I think we can wrap on that weird note. Just,
I don't know how I feel about this pod episode.
I don't know. I think it was fun. It was really all over the place. I don't think I had anything else. I got, just
save it for
vote,
next
I
week.
guess, or vote if you're in a swing state.
Yeah, if you're in New York, I don't know. Vote if you want to feel good about yourself.
Vote so you get the sticker or whatever.
I don't know. Put it on the internet.
Hey, if you are in New York, please come out November 13th to Sesh Comedy. That's the main thing I care about right now. Cincinnati just went on sale as well if you're there. And
are you going bananas?
Things. I'm doing the Commonwealth Sanctuary. It's a little more in the city.
Commonwealth Sanctuary. Is that a church?
I think it's an old church that we've repurposed for stand-up comedy.
Damn,
which is the correct thing. What if every church around the world became a stand-up comedy?
You're a part of the change you want to see in the world.
The abuse would not go down. Plenty of bad club owners out there, folks.
Yeah, great point. I was like, yeah, let's turn it into a comedy club. Nothing ever fucked up happens at a comedy club. Incredible. We're such hypocrites. Come on out. Just follow me on the damn internet. I'm going to be in Detroit. I'm going to be in Boston. I'm going to be in Chicago. I'm going to be in New Orleans. Come see the kid.
Absolutely.
Got a couple of new jokes cooking up that I feel good about.
God, I'm jealous.
Need some damn new in this world of ours, Tom.
Oh, boy. We love you guys. Beep. Bye.
He married my sister, now we're living together. We're